Okay, my grill's kind of got like baked on grease stains on it that normal soap and the scrubby won't take off. And if you see a lot of videos online, they're using soap and water and using the scrubby, and supposedly that mysteriously removes the grease. But I've tried it a lot of times and the grease isn't coming off. So here I'll focus on the front of this device, of the grill. You can see all those grease marks there. These grease marks have been on there since the first week I had this grill, and they never really want to come off. So I'm going to use baking soda and vinegar and my little scrubby thing over there, and I'm going to scrub that, and let's see if I can get those things off. See, on the bottom by the knob and in the center for sure there's problems. So let's get this going. Get a little closer. That center one hasn't gone away, so if I get rid of that, that'll say something. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mix the vinegar into my scrubby here. All scrubby. Just mix it and put some baking soda on it. And then scrub it and see what happens. It should be slightly abrasive. I don't know how this grease even gets up here in the front, but the grease seems to get everywhere. Yeah. It's taking some of it off right away. Some of it's pretty good on there. If you didn't know, I already cleaned it with soap and water, so it would be even more disgusting without doing that. You would pretty much want to do that first. Yeah, this is pretty gross. Yeah, at one time I had a little magnetic clock in the front here, and I guess the grease kind of got behind it. That stuff is getting really tough. I got rid of some of the minor stuff, but the one in the front gave me grief. Maybe I need more of this vinegar. Yeah, I got rid of all the other grease spots except for the one that's been there for the longest. So it is looking a lot better. Let's go over here to this side here. This panel had a sticker on it, and I kind of left it there, and then it of course accumulated a bunch of grease. It's doing it. This smaller stuff that hasn't been here as long seems to come off a lot easier, and I've already tried taking it off with soap and water, so that had no effect on these spots. I think what it's doing is it's getting rid of the grease, but it's leaving a mar, like a ghost image of what was there. I'm not sure how you get rid of that, but for the most part it's taking care of it. This piece right here is like really marred. That might actually be a chip. I don't know if the stainless steel has just a coating on some material or if it's pure stainless steel. It should be pure stainless steel, you would think. Some of it's really tough. It is taking a majority of it off, I gotta admit. So let's put a little more of this baking soda. The baking soda probably is what's actually doing most of the cleaning because it's probably abrasive. Taking the brown off, but it's leaving like a gray. Let's go over this side. This side has some too. This side's the side that I really wanted to get clean. Yeah, it's taking this one off pretty much. I don't want to use like a still pad because I don't want to scratch the stainless. It is making it a lot better. It isn't taking the ghosty kind of thing after you clean off the top layer. It's not taking that part off. I saw one video where the guy used steamer first and then did this. So if you have a little portable steamer, maybe that would work better. See, this one just does not want to go off. I mean, I got most of it off, but I mean, that's just about as good as I'm going to get this thing. And these minor ones are coming out okay. I seen one video where the guy said to use a metal scraper, and I really don't want to scratch this thing up. All right, I'll wipe it off with some soap and water, or just water or whatever, and I'll show you the results. It looks like the front piece isn't gonna come off. That's good. Came off to a certain point. All right. Alright, I finished wiping it down after I used that baking soda and the vinegar. And it came out okay. It still has some embedded burn grease marks on it. They're discolored now though. One thing I did notice is on, like, say the knob there on the right, it took some of the black off. So it'll take off the little paint or whatever they put on it to paint the knob's direction, so you might want to look into that. It seems to have cleaned up it to at least better now. I guess you could get some stainless steel cleaner and clean it off and get rid of all the smudge marks and stuff, but I don't really need to do that. It did an alright job. I guess if you had one of those portable steamers, hit the thing up with the steamer first, get it all like malleable, and then use the baking soda and the vinegar and avoid some of the painted areas on the actual grill front, because it took some of that the knob paint off there. You can see it's a little bit off now, which I'm surprised it was capable of doing that, but it's a grill. I guess it isn't built to last as long, even though it's a Weber. Okay, after cleaning it with the stainless steel cleaner, first originally using soap and water, then I used the baking soda and the vinegar, and that took off a majority of the really heavy duty stuff. There is some small stuff there that won't come off, and I think it's more embedded in there. I could probably get it off with like a Brillo pad, but it'll scrape the stainless steel. I know I could get it off actually. but it came out really well. I'm not going to mess around with it any more than this. It's a grill, so even if it doesn't clean all that well. I have another video coming out where I actually pressure wash the grills themselves, and you can go look at that video and see how that worked.